everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, coming at you with the first episode of the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season number 5. It's time for another season of the hit show where we take 100 days and do 100 decks over those 100 days, and we have ourselves a good old time. Today, everybody, is a special day. We're taking a look at FlowerCardians with Super All-In. We're trying to flood the board with our FlowerCardians, trying to fill the graveyard with synchros, and revive them all at the same time with Super All-In. It's a very nice FlowerCardian deck, you know. Sometimes we synchro summon once, sometimes we synchro summon a whole bunch of monsters. It all depends on the luck of the draw, and we're going to be taking a look at this in some duels on EDOPro with our favorite FlowerCardian boys. So, we got ourselves a couple of shout-outs before we get started. And then we're going to do the deck list, of course. But first off, shout out to the gentleman who asked for today's deck way back during Season 4, actually, which was Demetrio Gutierrez Espinoza, who asked me to take a look at FlowerCardian's deck back during Season 4, but ran out of time then. So here it is now, FlowerCardians. As well, a special dedication for today's episode. We lost Betty White the other day. We lost Betty White. We're not just dedicating this episode to Betty White. This episode goes out to everybody who passed away December 31st. Anywhere in the world, if you passed away, this one's for you. Okay? It's for everybody who didn't get to see 2022. We're going to make 2022 the best year, damn it. That's the plan. So, dedicated to all you people at home who ain't here to see this or to see 2022. So, let's go ahead into deck list time now. And then get right into the duels. For our main deck today, we are playing 2 copies of FlowerCardian Polonia, 2 copies of FlowerCardian Willow with Calligrapher, 3 Willow, 2 copies of FlowerCardian Zebra Grass, 1 copy of FlowerCardian Cloverbore, 3 copies of FlowerCardian Peony with Butterfly, 3 copies of Cherry Blossom Curtain, 3 copies of Cherry Blossom, 3 copies of FlowerCardian Pine. We have triple Super All-In, 2 copies of Flower Stacking, a Desynchro, Reinforcement of Army, Super Koi Koi, 1 copy of Pot of Avarice, 3 Recardination, 2 Flower Gathering, 1 Monster Reborn, and 3 Magical Stone Excavation. For our extra deck, we have 3 copies each of FlowerCardian Moonflower Viewing, Boar Deerfly, Light Shower, Light Flare, and so the other 3 slots, it can be whatever you really want it to be. This is in case you want to play Super Polymerization as a tech. Things like Starving Venom, Predaplant Trickle Flint, Turunbu, and Starving Venom Predator Fusion Dragon. So that's that. As for the side deck, you know, if you want another Super Koi Koi to draw more FlowerCardians, go right ahead. Things like Upstart Goblin from extra draws are also very viable. Super Poly is just a tech if you're up against either Predaplants or all dark monsters. We are playing all dark monsters, so it is a tech card you can play. There's also things like Dark Honest, which kind of gets in the way a little bit, I will say, but if you really want another hand trap and, you know, Cherry Blossom Curtain isn't enough, Dark Honest is an option. As well as there's also Synchronized Realm. Every time you synchro summon, your opponent takes 500 damage, which works with the looping sort of things you can do with Moonflower Viewing, but I wanted to go a different direction, but you do what you want to do. For now, however, let's go into EDOPro, show this deck off, show you how it works, and we're going to have ourselves a good time. Alright, here our first opponent. Another day, another card game. And we do want to try and go first. It's better for us because we don't have to play through Disruption and things. And our opening hand is... it's good enough. You know, we got ourselves some starters, and that's all you really need. So we're going to activate Flower Gathering. This lets me summon out 4 of my FlowerCardians with 100 attack and defense. It's very nice. We'll get ourselves a Pine, because I don't want to draw into Pine later. We'll get Zebra Grass. Things like that. The whole name of the game, keep going, essentially. You want to keep drawing cards, keep filling up the grave, just keep playing. You don't want to stop playing when you're playing FlowerCardian. You just want to keep on, keep it on, essentially. So we'll summon out FlowerCardian Pine. He just lets me draw a card when I normal summon him. He's the OG starter. Recardination, well, that goes to the grave, but it's actually good that it does. Because that lets me excavate 5 and add a spell if I excavate 1. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Those are some good things. Those are some hard choices I'm going to have to make. I'm going to go ahead and get Pot of Avarice, because that'll let me draw 2 cards. recover some things, good stuff like that. And what we're going to go ahead and do is special summon Peony with Butterfly. You do this by tributing one of your FlowerCardians. We'll go ahead and get rid of Pine for now. I want to keep one Pine for later. So I'll use Peony's effect. When he's summoned, I draw a card. If it's a FlowerCardian, I keep it. If it's not, to the grave. That's essentially what happens with most FlowerCardians. You draw a FlowerCardian, you're good. If you don't, well, you get rid of another reincarnation and excavate even more. It's actually not that bad of a thing to draw into. Ooh, Magic Stone Excavation. I will take that for later. This is good for reusing my spells, as you can imagine, considering that's what it does. So we're going to go ahead and do our Synchro. The tuners treat everything as level 2 when you do the Synchro. We're going to make ourselves a... Does it really matter who I'm using? I want to keep the Pine for now. There's a reason you want to keep the Pine. We're going to go for Moonflower Viewing. Once per turn, I get to draw one card. If it's a FlowerCardian, I draw it. If not, I get to keep it. It's a very nice card. Alright, Zebra Grass, not bad. No, I'm not actually going to do that yet. Not yet. How many cards? I have 4 monsters in the grave. Alright. Let's go for Super Koi. Draw 3 cards. And any FlowerCardians I draw, I get to summon. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. We'll summon all 3 of these. Sadly, I don't get to use Cherry Blossom yet. This is one of the better FlowerCardians. You can tribute one of your monsters. Draw a card. If you draw a FlowerCardian, you can summon any FlowerCardian from your deck. It's very nice. Let's go ahead and make ourselves another Moonflower. We'll use Moonflower again. Nice. The best thing I would say about FlowerCardians, they're not very hard once per turn. In fact, I don't think most of them have any once per turn at all. Or any hard ones, I should say. They have soft once per turns. But not a lot of hard once per turns. So what we're going to go ahead and do is make ourselves a Light Shower. Hachamba. That way, even if things go wrong, we'll at least have something. Light Shower gives us targeting protection, destruction protection, all sorts of protections. And, okay, now we're going to go for the Pot of Avarice. We'll leave these, let's see, flower, get my Willow back, and the tuner. Because the thing is, when we go in for our super all-in, we do want to have all our synchros in the graveyard. That's the preferred thing. Just having them boys in the graveyard. We'll see how it go. I don't have super all-in just yet, but I can get to it. So we're going to go ahead and use Flower Willow. I can get back my Moon Viewing to draw another card. Hey, it's another Willow. Why not? We'll go for another one. And hey, another one. And hey, another one. Let's go get this guy back. Good old Polonia. Ooh, there's super all in. That's good. That's not bad at all. Will work. So we'll summon out our Calligrapher. Draw another card. It's a Peony. I can't summon it, but it's still something. And this is basically what you do with FlowerCardian. You just kind of keep going. You don't want to stop for much. And so we're going to go ahead and make another Moon Viewing. Using these 3. Hacha. And then we're going to go use Moonflower. See, this is where that Synchro spell goes into. I forget the name of it all the time. The Synchro Realm. Because you're Synchro summoning so many times and you can't just loop Moonflower Viewing. It'll do the damage. It'll certainly do the damage. Alright, that's actually pretty helpful. If I do say so myself. Let's see. How many... We only have the 2 Synchros so far. I need more. I need more Synchro monsters. That's just how it is. Alright, we'll go ahead and use Zebra Grass. I can shuffle one of my FlowerCardians back. I can shuffle any number back to just draw more cards. Very nice. Flower stacking. Let's see. I'll use that in a minute. Not just yet. Soon. Soon. We have to keep going. We have to go harder. Thankfully, my opponent hasn't raged on me yet. Some people will take a look at FlowerCardians. They won't want to do. It's a sad thing, but it's true. 1, 2... buckle my shoe. I'm going to leave that in the grave just in case, because then I can at least draw another card. Yeah. Get the tuner back. I'm just trying to get one more. If I can get one more Willow, I'll be fine with this opening hand. You know, like I said, sometimes you open up with all of the synchro. You can get up to 6 synchros on the board if you open up just right. But sometimes you don't. But we'll give it a shot. What do I want to go into? Get a curtain? Let's get a curtain. Why not? We'll get a curtain. Then we're going to go ahead and activate our flower stacking. This way I can stack my deck. He still has something. I feel like he might have an Ash Blossom or something, but he's thinking of when he wants to do it. So we'll get that on top of our deck, and we're going to let's get another Willow, because Willow's always a good guy to get. And then we'll get ourselves a curtain. Let's see, summon this. No, go for this first. So, boom. And boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. All right. Go for Cherry Blossom Curtain again. We got to start speeding up, though. We're starting to run a little bit low on the timetable, and I don't want to run out of time. Because that would just be plain embarrassing. And we'll go ahead. Keep going. Almost done. Almost done with our first turn of all things. Now we're going to go ahead and just keep on drawing in and do that. Let's see. Yeah, because I got a synchro. I would like another tuner would be nice. If I could draw either of my tuners, I could be happy here. All right. That'll work. Super Koi Koi. I can banish Super Koi Koi to tribute one of my monsters, summon one from my hand. There we go. And this will be, like I said, this isn't going to be like the most extensive FlowerCardian hand, but it is going to be something. It'll be a wee bit of something. And I'll be happy with it. Alright, now all I need to do is flower stack it one more time. That way I can stack my deck a little bit more. Put curtain on top. Put Willow on top. Put Boar, I suppose. Boom, boom, and boom. Alrighty. My opponent has been very patient. I have to say. Very, very agreeable here. So summon out our Peony Butterfly. Draw another card. Of course, it's a FlowerCardian, so we're going to get to draw ourselves a card. Get a monster. Then Peony can rearrange my opponent's deck at the top of their deck. Oh, very cool. So at the very least, we get to know that. Okay, he's playing Sky Strikers. To the bottom with ye. The bottom. Put engage on the bottom. Alrighty, so now that I've done all that, I need another monster. You always need another monster with FlowerCardians, what can I say? So Willow's going to be here. There's not enough time in the world to do all the things I would love to do. Yeah. Let me think about this. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other things I could do here. There's so many, it's not a very linear deck, FlowerCardians. So there's just so many different paths you can take. Sometimes it's like you get the things you want, and sometimes you don't. Let's see. Am I even going to have enough to do everything? I think so. Okay. Let us make... Ooh, I'm doing a Monster Reborn, too. That's pretty nice. Let's make ourselves a Light Flare. He's our Spell Trap Negator. I have a feeling this guy has Nibiru, doesn't he? I mean, if he wants to Nibiru me, that's fine. I still have Monster Reborn. I mean, it'll suck to get Nibiru, don't get me wrong, but I'll live with it. So we're going to use Super All-In, bounce this, summon back 4 monsters. We're going to get Light Shower, who will prevent any destruction if I would happen to lose things. Let's get Willow, because you always want to get Willow, and we'll get Cherry Blossom. Hacha. Cha. I probably should have left the Piranha in the grave, though. Because Piranha has this effect where you can negate battle phase. You don't use it very often, but it is a thing. It is a thing. You don't use it often, but it is still technically a thing. Alright, and I could just keep going, and I probably will. I'm going to go up until the point where I'm almost out of time here. I'm going to do it. Let's see. Draw into Peony. I can special summon that. Why not? Granted, I can't do much with the Peony, but I'll do it anyway just to look at the top of this guy's, stuff. Keep putting his monsters on the bottom of his deck. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, sadly, that's a tuner. There's also a tuner. Okay. One last thing. Summon out Willow. Use Willow one more time. Get back our moon bluing. Get myself a curtain. Use curtain one more time. Get myself that Piranha. Do that. And then last thing we're going to do here is make Boar Deer fly. Use those three. There we go. So we're going to use Boar Deer fly. I can use this guy's effect to banish one of my cards. And this is going to make it so my opponent can't activate things in the grave, and they can't summon from the grave. In the off chance that he's trying to do any of that. So we'll end our turn there. That's going to be good. 4 synchros isn't bad for FlowerCardians. Usually you try to, stack the flight showers, but it's something. It's a wee bit of something. We did a little bit of something. Plus, if this guy's playing, what is he playing? He's playing, what are they called again? Blandish Maidens? Sky Strikers? Yeah, I put his engage on the bottom of his deck, so now he's gonna have to do something about that. But we're pretty good. I have targeted and destruction protection because of light shower, so he can't hit me with the Widow Anchor. What else can he not do? I can negate a spell trap every turn. Pot of Prosperity. Okay, that's fine, I think. I could negate that, but then he probably has, worse things in his hand. One good thing, though, he can't use the Brandish Maiden spell, the Afterburner. He can't pop me with stuff, because this gives all my monsters protection. It's pretty nice. It's a very nice guy. And thanks to Boar Deerfly. Oh. Does he have a monster in his hand? Oh, that's unfortunate indeed. That is unfortunate indeed. He can negate 1 or 2 things. Which is not ideal, because now he's going to, negate my dudes. Still have the good grace that he can't summon things out of the graveyard, but if he negates my best cards, it's not good. Ouchie. And see, I even let him do his little pot trick. And then he just stops me, man. Alright, well that's unfortunate, but not the worst in the world. This does have, Forbidden Droplet's just a card that gets around our protection. And it's sad, but it's okay. Because, Sky Strikers are not a big attack numbers deck. I don't see him OTKing me in any way. I really don't think he can get rid of Light Shower, and as long as that lives, I'm good. I can stop all of his other nonsense, so long as I keep Light Shower. I'm good. I'm all set. I'm good. I'm fine. Is everyone else doing good? It's 2022 now. It's a new year. New everything. We're still waiting for volcanic support, but everything's... I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good so far. Our Cardians are doing all right so far. Now my day is ruined, because now he's got this nonsense. He's got that thing. Phoenix Enforcer. I don't like this. This guy's annoying. He really is. Okay, so now he's going to beat me up. He'll attack me directly with the Hote. Let's see. So the end of your opponent's next turn, opponent can activate effects or cards on the grave, kind of special summon for the... Yeah. So he can't use any of his stuff in the graveyard right now. Where's the other... What's the summoning on this thing? Hero and oh, it only needs 2, but I thought I always thought the thing needed 3 materials. I guess I was wrong. Alright, and he's gonna murderize Light Flare, which is unfortunate, but thanks to me having Monster Reborn, I'm good. So, Light Flare gets destroyed. I can summon a FlowerCardian Synchro from my extra deck. I always forget that part, but that is a thing. So we'll summon out another Light Shower. It's not really much of a Light Shower considering how big it is. How big and tough and mighty he is. And now that he's on the board, all my monsters will have protection from this thing. Meaning this thing does nothing. This thing is garbage now. Go ahead. Destroy yourself. Go ahead. Your monster's dead. And now he can't come back. He can't come back from... Let's see. Oh, it's the standbys of the next... But he can't activate the effect because of Board Deer Fly. You foolish fool. Alright. Well... There's our first duel. You get a kind of understanding of how FlowerCardians work. Just keep going. Just be free as a bird. Just summon as much as you can. Do as much as you can. Don't worry about making the perfect board of 3 Light Shower, 3 Light Flares. Because, you know, 1 of each did just fine. So we were able to out the Sky Striker player and his silly little Destroyer Phoenix. Let's go for duel 2. Try to do, you know, mostly the same, but try to have, like, you know, multiple Light Showers that are not negated. Multiple flares. See how it goes. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Should have gone paper. Oh, well. We'll see. Okay, we're going second, which is not ideal, but I have a pretty nice opening. I've got Pine and I got Cherry Blossom. A thing with earlier FlowerCardian, when they first started, was a thing where if you had monsters of a certain level, you could summon them. And Pine, ironically enough, goes off with Cherry Blossom. Which is weird, considering that this should have gone with the curtain, but what have you may. Let's go ahead. Let me think with this. Yeah. Activate flower stacking. Stack some flowers. And well, we're going to go ahead and go put that guy on top. I usually get a Willow because he's just a good dude to get. And I'll get a Peony. We'll get a Peony. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. So we'll go ahead and normal summon out our Pine. Deal with all this back row. That's the only thing I worry about. Because like I said, FlowerCardians don't do well against, you know, lots of back row and stuff. But thankfully, Pine will still let me draw a card. See, I planned for this. Sadly, I can't go Cherry Blossom, but it's something. It's a wee bit of something, man. It's like I can do something. Let's see. Yeah. We'll go ahead for Peony. Still has something. He's probably got, like, more solemn strikes and things. He's just waiting to, like, solemn something. Yeah. Oh, weather. Weather painters? Weather painters. Huh. Weird. Weather painters, well, I guess he's just going first. He didn't draw, like, a good opening hand or something. Must be something to that effect. Something like that. Yeah, he's got the Ice Dragon's Prison. Ooh, this guy is... This is one of those you're not allowed to play people. I mean, granted, I can't complain too much because, like, my ultimate board is a pretty hard negate 3 things. But considering the amount of effort I need to put in to do that, I think I'm slightly justified. Just a wee bit. Alright, Super Koi Koi. Save me from disaster, Super Koi Koi. Okay, you tried, Super Koi Koi. Thank you. Thank you for trying, Super Koi Koi. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough, but I do have Super Koi Koi. So I can tribute off my extra tuner, get out Cherry Blossom, use Cherry Blossom to get rid of the curtain that I don't need anymore, draw into another curtain, which is perfect, get a Willow. Like I said, never give up with this deck. Keep going until you literally can't do anything else. That's what you just gotta do. It's literally what you got to do. Unfortunately, I've got all these super all-ins and I can't really do much with them. Let me think about this. Okay. I had to make Magic Stone Excavate. I'm sorry, Super All In. I'll have to use you later. Get flower stacking. We'll get flower Shut up, Judgment. Guy is just rude, crude with a mean attitude. Alright. Let me see. He's playing Weather Painters. I don't think this is gonna do much to him. I'd rather draw more cards. I could go for the Boar Deer Fly, and that would be a decent enough thing. But I ain't ready to give up just yet. See, I drew the Peony. So I can just summon that Peony. Watch me draw like 5 monsters off of this. Or conversely, that also helps. Reincarnation. Come on, monster. Ooh, yeah. 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 See? See, if I made Boar Deer Fly like a wussy, I would be nowhere. Now, I am the Light Flare Master. My opponent was like, oh, I'm going to stop this guy from playing. And I was like, no, I'm going to stop you from playing. All right, so my opponent's is surrenders. I mean, I was almost done. You can't complain that I was taking too long. Because, you got to negate all my things. Me, I was about to negate your face with lights. Because Light Flare is a 5,000 beat stick. So, I'm going to count that as a win. A moral one, if anything else. Because I was clearly about to run this guy over with my Light Flare. I didn't give up. Not once. So, I'm going to count that as a win. Let's go for one more duel tonight. And call it a day. Alrighty, the third and final opponent of the day. It's been a good day. A lot better than you think. You know, FlowerCardians, it's a hit or miss thing. Sometimes you get the best stuff, sometimes you don't. But today we're doing A-OK. We're doing A-OK, and I'm glad for that. So we're just going to keep going what we're doing. You, and you. If you don't get to start with Pine, I usually just summon him out. Plus, I've got Cherry Blossom, which I totally knew it was in my hand. I kind of knew that. Don't worry about it. Okay. Tribute Willow. Summon out Calligrapher. Hope to draw into another FlowerCardian. If not, is fine. You silly person. Did you really think you could imperm me and nothing bad would happen to you? Like I said, imperm can hurt. But if you have enough stuff, it's not that bad. It's all good in the hood. Oh, hey, it's a curtain. Let's go ahead and... I already have a tuner. I'm going to get another tuner. Let's get a Willow. Willow's just usually a good... Like I said, he's always a good guy. Always good. They'll start with one of those. And... Oh, yeah, that's negated. Ouch. I kind of got a little ahead of myself there. And that's not good. I might have misplayed ever so slightly. Do I have a tuner in the grave? No, I don't. I misplayed. I forgot about the negation of my tuner. I kind of needed that to not be negated to do the synchro play. Okay, well, it's not all bad. I've got Magic Stone Excavation. I can get back my Flower Gathering if I need it. Trickstars. Okay. Trickstars aren't the worst thing to go up against. I mean, I already have a board. So it's like, what's he gonna do? Hit me with Lilybell? Target a Trickster in the grave, add it to your hand. You don't have one in the grave. You probably would have done better just running one of these over. Instead, you insult my monsters by not running them over. Okay, now you're gonna do... Okay. And then, of course, the Lilybell can summon itself back out because it got bounced. Which is a really obnoxious effect, but it is what it is. Alright. So my opponent's playing Trickstars. 99% sure one of these is Reincarnate. If not both are Reincarnate, one or the other. Although it's good that he does not have the field spell or anything else, really. Ugh, my Cherry Blossom. No. Unfortunate indeed. But I still have Willow, so I can still draw another card. I still have a tuner. All's good. He didn't, like, wipe my board. So I'm okay. I'm still okay. We're still okay and fine and dandy. Plus, I still got Trias Hashia. Destroy card opponent controls. I kind of needed the tuner. Alright, that's whatever. I still have reincarnation. That's fine. Is dandy. Okay, let's activate Willow's effect. It's okay that I put him in attack mode. It's not going to really matter too much. I'll get Pine back. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm just gonna get Pine back. I like him. Pine's a cool dude. Here comes the reincarnation. Well, that won't necessarily be good, little Billy, but that's what it is. I just realized this guy's playing a 60 card storming. Okay, that's also fine. That's fine. This is okay. I have no problems with this whatsoever. Okay, let's go for Recarnation. Get back our Calligrapher boy. And then summon out. I guess I could summon whoever I want, but I'm gonna go for Calligrapher because he's just better to summon out here. Alright, Calligrapher, draw me a card. That was the wrong card. That was the wrong one. That's fine. I have another one. You know what? I'm just gonna go simple. I've shown off the long-winded combo. I'm just gonna show off the slightly simpler still works combo. Provided this guy doesn't have like a solemn, this will still work just fine. Oh hey, another cherry blossom. Sweet. That's cool. You know what? Why not? We'll get the boar. We'll get the boar and attempt to keep going. You know, I said I'm going to simplify. I didn't say it was going to take no time at all. Okay, so I don't get the pop with that, which is unfortunate, but is what it is. It is what it is. I was going to try and pop this with my boar, but that didn't work out. Alright, and I still have my normal summon on top of all this, so this is pretty good. So let's go ahead. Boom, 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 boom. Ha-cha. There's a spell trap negator. Let's see, I still have super all in, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, here's what I do. Summon up Pine. Use Pine's effect. That is what it is. Go for our Blossom. Ha-cha. Blossom. Drawn to super all in again. Unfortunate. Okay, let's get back a spell. Which of these spells would help me the most? Let's get Reincarnation. Recarnation. I just kind of want to do more, you know, as much as I can. So I'll summon back out our Calligrapher man. Keep drawing. Here we go. Oh, hey. Peony. That'll work. It's not the perfect thing, but it'll stop battle. And, let me think. Oh, I have the thing that has piercing damage, or I could make Moonflower viewing. Ugh. Actually, I'm going to go for Boar Deer Fly. Not because it has piercing damage, but because I can lock out his graveyard. So, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll banish one of our Pines, because I don't need them right in the moment. And we will go for the battle phase. I should also mention that Light Flare negates the effects of the thing that battles into. It's a pretty nasty beat stick, not gonna lie. But Storming Mirror Force don't do nothing to him. Unless this is also Storming Mirror Force, in which case I'm dead, but it is not. It ain't that lair, Jimmy. Oh yeah, this gives everyone piercing damage, that's right. I forget that part sometimes. I'm not going to attack in the off chance this is another Storming. I don't want to risk. I mean, obviously, if it was, he would have just played it, but it's okay. I can wait a turn. Let's go grab a copy of Super All In, just in case I feel like getting frisky. Obviously, that's like a terrible idea right now, but you never know. You never know. I'm pretty sure this guy's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Alrighty. That'll do it for today, everybody. There's FlowerCardians for you. let's go for the end screen. Alrighty, everybody. FlowerCardian surprisingly went 3 out of 3. I was not expecting them to do so. Admittedly, that last duel was probably a bit easy on the FlowerCardians, to be honest, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get easy wins, sometimes you get hard wins. It all depends. But we got to show off what FlowerCardians can do. We swarm the board. If you get really lucky, you get a whole board of these. But, you know, one of each works just fine. So, I'm happy with how the deck turned out. I'm happy that we had some decent duels. And so, thank you, as always, very much for watching. If you enjoyed this show, consider subscribing. Help the channel grow. Hit the like button if you enjoyed watching it. Tomorrow, we're taking a look at Nate Shuria's. And until then, your boy Memphis is signing out. Until then, take care.